Hello friends, myself engineer Manoj Kavedia, and I'm here to explain you the word what is called as Internet of Things. So today everybody is telling what is Internet of Things, asking what is Internet of Things. So let's see what exactly the Internet of Things is and how it is benefited to a human being and what is the life with IoT and without IoT. So let's start with the topic Internet of Things. As I've told you, IoT means Internet of Things. Now, it is basically a network of objects, and those objects should have a unique IP address so that it can be recognized by the internet or the internet connectivity. In IoT, communication is between machine to machine, or it can be between human to machine. So there has to be some sort of communication or exchange of data. Now let's say what Wikipedia is telling about IoT. Now what Wikipedia is telling is Internet of Things is a system of interrelated computing devices which may be mechanical or digital machines, objects, animal or people. Now, what all these do? They provide, or rather, they are provided with a unique identifier. That is UID, unique identification. Now, why I need unique identification? So that these objects can communicate or transfer the data over a network. So, do we require human? No. While transferring, it's not always necessary that there should be human to human communication. It can be between human to machine or even machine to machine without human intervention. So, in other words, we can say it is human to computer interaction. Now, let's say what is the definition of Internet of Things? So, it is Internet of Objects, which refers to a wireless network between the objects. Usually the network will be wireless or it can be self-configuring. Now, what all these devices consist of? There may be a household devices, there may be a cell phone, there may be a device which is outside the premises or outside the state. Now, to all these devices, we embed or include a mobile transceiver, that is transmitter and receiver, along with the gadgets which are used in everyday items. So what IoT is doing? IoT is enabling a new form of communication between people and the things. So what in short I can say is it's a physical object. Now those physical objects can be human being, it can be a machine, it can be a thing which is used by human being. Now those things are combined with a controller, a sensor, a actuator. Now sensor means which will give the data to the system, and actuator means it will send the data to the outside world. So you can say sensor acts as an input, actuators acts as an output, and to have a coordination between them we have something what is called as controller. Now till this point, that is physical object, sensors, actuators, when we combine together, it forms what we call it as an embedded system. And I hope you know what is embedded system. And for those who don't know what is embedded system, it is a system in which there is hardware and software included together. Now take an example of our microwave oven or a refrigerator or a washing machine. So all these are becoming an embedded system which has some specific tasks to do. Now, to this embedded system, when I connect my internet, it becomes Internet of Things. So, physical object, controller, actuator plus internet will become my Internet of Things. The moment internet comes into picture, the every object which is connected to this system should have a unique identification. So Internet of Things is a network of physical objects or things embedded with electronics, software, sensors and network connectivity, and which allows this object to collect and exchange the data. So IoT allows the object to be sensed, controlled remotely. Now, remotely means if I'm here, the device which is to be controlled can be in any part of the globe. That is what is remote. So what happens with this? My system become more efficient. Now suppose if I'm in office and I come to know that air conditioner is on at my residence. Now till I come, if it is on, it is wastage of energy as well as money. So if I can control that air conditioner from my remote location, then it's good, because the moment I click from my place where I'm standing, the air conditioner is getting off. So what it gives me? It gives me efficiency, and over and above it gives me economical benefit. Nowadays, what we can see is IoT is used each and every field of life. Maybe it's robotics, maybe it's healthcare, maybe it's household appliances. And what comes with a new concept is something what is called as smart. So smart city or any device which is smart has to have something related to IoT. We'll see further in detail what these smart devices are. Now, in IoT, the devices which are used will collect the data, use many different technologies. In IoT, these devices collect the data. Now, collection of data can be through the sources which are available, and it will process the data, give the result. But the main important thing is it is without human interaction. Sometime it may be needed. So we call them as self-configuring or something what is called as autonomous. Now, thing is, from where this name came and who gave this name called as IoT. So Kevin Ashton has gave this name which is called as Internet of Things somewhere in 1999. So Kevin Ashton is also called as father of IoT. Now, how he coined this? So he was working in MIT for Auto ID Center, and he was working with RFID. Now, what was the purpose of RFID was to have something with wireless identification. So if such objects are connected or RFID is connected to different people or different objects, the information of those can be collected. So he was working on the concept of RFID in MIT's Auto ID Center, and when he was working on this, once he got the result, and to this concept he defined the name as Internet of Thing. So you can see who is Kevin Ashton. Apart from Internet of Things, what are the different names given to this particular technology? So different people refer even today with different names. Those difference are machine to machine communication. As I've told you that it's a communication between two machines. So It can be also called as machine to machine. Cisco system says it is Internet of Everything. Bruce Chenier says it is world size web. So world size means it is around the globe. And you know the movie called as Terminator. I hope you might have seen, and majority of like that movie. In the Terminator, this IoT was coined as Skynet. So there are many different names like machine to machine communication, Internet of Everything, world size web, and Skynet. Now, what difference a IoT has created in our life? Just imagine one fine day, internet is not available. Now, I hope no one can imagine a life, correct, where internet is not available. Today, if I want to book a ticket, I go online. If I want to purchase anything, I go online. If I want to inquire about anything, any moment of time, any place, my cell phone is a sufficient resource for me. So what IoT has made a difference is at any time, at any place, at an anything, you can get the information. That was IoT has made the difference in a human life. We'll see further what IoT is making difference in the surrounding with machine to machine communication and human to machine communication. So let's go ahead with the session of IoT. Now, what IoT does basically, how is it influencing our lifestyle? It says it way we react and we behave. So now today, if I want anything, previously what I used to do, I have to go in the market, ask, I have to have some time, spend some time for the survey, decide which is good, which is bad, which I'm supposed to purchase, which I'm not supposed to purchase. And what internet has done or IoT has done with a cell phone in my hand, every possible thing I can do at my place. Even I need not have to go to 10 people and talk for the review of a product. Immediately I'll get a review of a product at the same point. So I can decide which product to buy and which is not. So what we say, IoT has influenced our lifestyle in the way we react and we behave. Now, I've already given you the example. Let's say early in the morning, 8 o'clock, I move to my office, and around 9 o'clock, I understand that, oh God, I forgot to switch off the air conditioner. Now what? Thing is, till I come back, it will be on. Room will be very chilled, which is again dangerous for me as I enter the room. Maybe it may be something disastrous. It may catch fire. So the one who are at home are also at danger. And if nobody is at home, it's more dangerous. So what I can do, I can control that my air conditioner from where I am through my cell phone. This is one of the nice example of Internet of Thing. So you might have seen Amitabh Bachchan advertising about the refrigerator which can be, I'm sorry, the air conditioner which can be controlled with the help of cell phone. Now, same thing if suppose my parents are at home who don't know how to control the AC's temperature and how to operate it. They will just tell me to reduce the temperature or to increase the temperature. Even I'm being away or far, I can control the temperature. That is what is the benefit of IoT. So I can control my cell phone, same way I can control my washing machine, same way I can control my refrigerator and many more things with IoT. So is IoT only for that much purpose? No, it has very, very wide and broad application. So let's say I have a car, and one fine day I'm moving for freak out with my family, and tonight when I have to come back. Now, thing is, if there is no GPS in my car, I have to recollect every way, like how I have to move. So I have to keep track of each and every way. And at one point, if I find, oh God, there is a traffic jam, then I have to wait. So what my GPS and IoT system can do is they can first find out where there is a block of traffic, first point. So they can hint me ahead of time that you don't move on this way because there is a traffic. Now, another advantage is I can have a fixed route or multiple routes, or rather, I'll tell my GPS, you tell me the way from my where I'm standing or where I'm in the car till my residence. What are the different ways? So, what my GPS will do, it will find out all the possible ways and it will do the calculation and tell me which is the shortest possible way I can go or I can take. No need to keep in my mind like which road I am supposed to take, whether there will be a traffic jam or not, and I can enjoy my ride like anything. So that is a small difference which IoT has created in humans' life. So it's a very simple application. That is your GPS. Same way in a car there can be speed control. So even there can be different parameter controlling. Like if sunset is there, automatically turn on the headlights, or if there is a rain, automatically start the wipers, and many more things which can be done with the car, and our car becomes smart car. So another application is my cell phone. In my cell phone there is GPS tracking, there is a gyroscope, adaptive brightness, voice detection, face detection. Now I am controlling those, like face detection. When I keep the cell phone in front of me, it will get unlocked, then it will control the brightness and all those things. Now let's say if this application talk to each other without interaction of mind. Let's say for example, the moment I unlock my phone, my GPS will give the information I am at this particular location. And suppose I've already said that at this location, this is what is the brightness. So what my system will do, it will try to sense the brightness and try to adapt with the surrounding location. I did not have to tell my cell phone that if it's hot or cool, you adjust it yourself. So GPS will give the location. With that location, it will find out what is the weather situation. With that weather situation, it will try to adapt with the surrounding. So see how these sensors can communicate with each other in the cell phone. And it does not need myself. So this is one of another application of IoT where not even human and machine, but machine to machine or different applications or different sensors can also talk to each other. Also, voice and face recognition is there. Now, take an example of my smart home. Now, in my home, I have my brightness control, I have anti-locking system. Then, let's say when I come to home, a glass of water should be ready, a temperature should be which I can enjoy the atmosphere as soon as I come from the office. So this particular things can be controlled by setting through my cell phones, and with the help of time settings, I can say like when I come at 5 o'clock at home, it should turn on the AC just 15 minutes prior to that, keep a glass of water ready, and many more things. Now, the data which my home is giving or my smart home is giving, I can store it on the cloud, and from that cloud I can take it on my cell phone. Now take another example along with that, that my car is also there with me. Even car is also a smart car. Now in that car I have speedometer, my fuel sensor, and definitely my GPS tracker. Now the data which is given by my home and the data which is generated by my car are both are different. So I can give a common platform to interact them, and how both can do many good things in my life. So let's say when I start from my home, I'm sorry, from my office, and let's say at a distance of 1 kilometer from my residence, the AC to turn on. Now, at this moment of time, I need not have to instruct my AC to turn on. It will be detected by GPS that how much I'm far away from my residence, and automatically it will give a command to AC, and AC will get turned on. The moment I reach my door will automatically get unlocked. So how like fun it is, like I not have to put the keys and open the door and get inside. And the moment I get inside, I have a glass of water ready. So like, what a life. So thing is that changes have done, or this changes have done by IoT in the human's life. Now, if I say my GPS sensor tracks me from 1 kilometer away, and suppose after some distance there is a traffic jam, so my system can again send the data, again do the settings and change the timing of turn on of the AC or unlocking the door. So now here the important point is the data which is generated by my car and the data which is generated by my house or my smart home are different, but they both are interacting with some common platform of cloud. So what I can say is IoT is connecting everyday thing embedded with electronics, software, sensors and actuators, and to the internet, enabling them to collect, store and exchange the data. So this is how two different things can communicate. So I've already told you the different parameters what my smart car has and what my smart home has. Now let's say how IoT can save a human life. Now take an example that a patient is at home with life support system. Now let's say there is no internet of things. Now what will happen? First I have to take that patient, and very first important thing is time. Like very important is I need ambulance. And you know what is the scenario of ambulance? What Three Idiots says, पिज्जा 20 मिनट की गारंटी है बट एम्बुलेंस 2 घंटे की भी नहीं. सो इंसान की लाइफ पिज्जा से भी सस्ती है. No, it's not like that. So how this scenario is changed by IoT, we'll see. So if there is no IoT, I have to take that patient, arrange the ambulance, take it to the hospital, and at hospital I have to do registration, then doctor will come, see its medical history, and then some tests will be done. And suppose if it is to be operated, the operations should be channelized, doctor should be called, different doctors, anesthesia doctors, the one who do stitching, one who do incision, and the specialist and all. So it will take a hell of a lot of time. Now how this thing or scenario can be changed, and maybe possible that if the condition of the patient is serious, patient can be lost. So how IoT can save the life? Now if the patient is on life support system, the data of that patient prior also and after also can be stored on cloud, and the doctor who is treating him can continuously view that data. So now what will happen? Doctor knows what is the medical history, so that time of diagnosis is saved. Now the moment the patient is on life support system and that it is being tracked through IoT by a doctor, and if he come to know that's an emergency that he's being shifted to hospital, he will give the information to ambulance. Ambulance will go to pick up the patient. Now seeing the condition of the patient, if it is decided to operate, till he is being shifted to hospital, different doctors, different setups, medicines can be kept ready, and the moment patient is being transferred to hospital, immediate operation can be started. So that's what's the difference my IoT makes in the human life, and IoT can save life. So this is in short how IoT creates a difference in humans life. Friends, I hope till this you might have understood what is IoT, and understood the different concepts of IoT, or how IoT is changing the life or the way human interact with machine or other machine interacts with machine. Thank you guys.